y'all the proof. I brought y'all the proof. I brought y'all the proof. Y'all want it? It's time to get it. You hear me? Y'all wanted the proof? Y'all the proof? Everything is false, y'all. Everything is false. You hear me? Shakur was never stripped. He was vacated. Shakur was never stripped. He was vacated. And we here to talk about it, baby. We here to talk about it today. You know, I'm gonna let everybody come and tune in. You feel me? Uh, and it is what it is. You know, the WBC did not strip Shakur Stevenson. He vacated the title. Now I'm about to go grab these notes. I just had to come live. You know, back at the correct time. You see the thumbnail. You read it. Shakur was not stripped. He vacated the title. You know, you can check WBC. You know, go to WBC. Go to WBC Boxing. Go to their site. They'll tell you Shakur never was stripped. He never was. You know, but to each his own. We came to talk today. Give me 1 second. We came to talk today. We came to talk today. You know, give me 1 second. We got to talk about it, man. The lies people tell. My apologies. I should have came correct. But the lies people tell, man. The lies people tell. And, you know, I'm here to give y'all the true news, break the news. You know, throughout the course of the week, you know, for the last 2 days, everybody out here spreading false rumors, creating false narratives. Um, hey, y'all see me. But at the end of the day, you got certain people, they shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do this. Like, stop creating false narratives, man. That man wasn't stripped. And the world, no, once you step into that ring and fight at a different weight class, you will get stripped. But he vacated. The WBC made sure Shakur vacated. They built the relationship. You know, when I'm watching a lot of people talking about this Bud stuff, like, it's true. It's definitely true. If Bud Crawford has a problem with the WBC, Shakur, you built a relationship with the WBC. Your first title, if I'm not mistaken, was the WBC title. Your title and the WBO is two different things. You know, with the WBC, you make more money. You make way more money than what the WBO champion made. But to each his own. So this is the key thing I would like to tell people, right? If you fight for undisputed, right? But you didn't pay the sanctioning fee, is you undisputed? Hey, what up? What up, frontline? What up? You know, that's all I want to actually say. You know, I just want to put that out there. But you know, it's crazy how these people create false narratives and run with these narratives, saying that you know a certain brother was stripped because, hey, gay, what up? I'm gonna send it to him. You hear me? I'm gonna send it to Low. See he hop on. You know, I want to see what he think about what's going on. You feel me? Especially with senior, you know. But it's crazy, man. A frontline, you know, we game all night. It's crazy how these people are just lying on the WBC. And if you go to the WBC website, they never stripped the Shakur. You understand me? All they did was he vacated the title. And the world, no, if they would have stripped him, he would have got stripped the night of, you know? You know, but it makes a lot of sense though. You know, for him to keep the title would have been cool, but you stripped everybody else, so you got to make it make sense. You know, it go both ways. You know, it go both ways. But since we here, you know, let's talk it. Let's talk it. March 28th, Jahad Tucker versus Yo Yo Hernandez. Let's talk it. I'ma keep it real. Jahad Tucker gonna get his ass whooped. Jahad Tucker gonna get his ass whipped. Yo-Yo gonna put the pain on that boy. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, and shout out to Tom Brown Promotion. I see Tom Brown Promotion working. You know, they got a lit card starting February 7th. You know, with Matchroom and you know, Nick Ball, Brandon Figueroa. You know, Matchroom, Tom Brown / PBC situation. You know, gonna be a banger. He definitely bad. Shout out low, my broski. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm still a T.O. fan. You know, I'm not gonna say that wasn't T.O. that went in there and fought, because at the end of the day, some fighters will take that shit from you. You know, never abandon the jab. The jab will change everybody game plan. You know. But getting back to Tom Brown, you know, having a lit card from February 28th, from February 7th all the way to February 28th. You know, you got the Nick Ball, Brandon Figueroa, Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia, Gary Antoine Russell, Andy Haroka, Frank Martin, Amir Albright. That's all on the 21st of February. But the 28th is heavy to me. You know, my family finally a main event. Shout out to Tamir Smalls. You know, Tamir going up against Abel Ramos for the WBA Continental Champion. Where at it take place Glendale, Arizona. Desert Diamond Arena. You know, shout out to Famski. You know what I mean? You know, you the WBA Continental Champion. Bring that shit back home. You know, bring it back home, because Abel did beat. We watch Abel really won, and they robbed Abel in that fight, right? I'm just saying though, at that time when he won that fight, and I ain't gonna mention no name, because the week prior, the week before, he's on that card, the main event. Yeah, Flash exposes that. Yo, you know what's so crazy though? They front. I'm gonna show you a picture of my nephew. My nephew look like Flash. Yeah, I promise you, bro. He look just like him. Um, but I'm happy for my cousin getting this situation on and popping. You know, but getting back to March 28th. You know, Yo-Yo Hernandez. You know, I like him. I like him, and I love the Cuban a lot. He's very powerful. You know, he's very powerful. He's strong. He's a beast. That's all I can say. Yo-Yo was a beast. Yo-Yo was a beast. Jahad Tucker, you know, it'd be a lot of hype behind a lot of people, you know. But this is what I call commentary fighters. I call these guys commentary fighters. And the reason I say that, because you will only know of these guys through the people that's commentating. Why? Because they friends of that person, or they manage that person, or you know, they in that person's career guiding them through a certain way. Like Andre Ward, when Floyd didn't come through, Andre Ward stepped in and guided Shakur's career. Timothy, like Bud Crawford, Timothy Bradley was the one who guided his career. No, went through Cameron Duncan. No, was the manager. That's what I'm saying. Cameron Duncan was one of the best managers. You know, Cameron Duncan had Bud Crawford, Boots, Brian Norman, Tank Dave. But listen, they all know Boots was whooping all they had. Listen, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I want to say. But just this lineup I just mentioned, you know, I'm happy for Tom Brown. Tom Brown getting the exposure that he should have been there during the time. You know, the card on the 21st is a lit card. But the problem I have with these cards is, listen, you got a bunch of main events on one card. You feel me? You gotta, I ain't trying to say spoilers, PBC, but y'all been out of commission for like the whole last year. You feel me? So with this card, I'm gonna keep it real, right? Gary Antoine Russell, let's keep it real. Him and Andy Haroka should have been their own main event. Just keeping it tall. Barrios and Garcia could have stayed the main event. You know, Frank Martin, Amir Albright could have came in and been the co-main event. Now I mean, always put a title eliminator or two contenders going up for a title eliminator to fight the champion. You know, they got to get back to those type days, because right now y'all just flooding a card, and when y'all flood a card, like we're saturating shit. Hey, yo, mom, God. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yo, what happened? Live up, man. Yo, what happened? Oh, what happened? What happened? I'm live on my phone. What happened? Dang. What happened, man? My apologies, y'all. My apologies. I might just start putting this shit on Do Not Disturb. You know? Because I'm going to keep it real, man. You know, the Most High work in mysterious ways. Now, it's my parents calling me. Like, fuck, just call me through the DoorDash camera. Y'all calling me for what? Y'all know, like, come on. Come on, I would have stayed the fuck home. You feel me? Be hating that shit, man. I be disliking that shit, bro. Nobody do nothing. Like, for instance, I've been trying to get... Alive, what happened? I kept going on here. All right. My apologies, y'all. I be disliking that shit, man. People will mess up your lives not knowing, like, bro, why just like goes from five? You know, I'm on house arrest. It ain't really much to do, man. You know, I be hit listen, this is some real shit, y'all. We gonna get back to I called my lawyer yesterday, like, listen, bro, I need a petition modification, nigga. Like, you know, you feel me? Give me some type of motherfucking curfew. Like for instance, y'all, make this make sense. If my dad had Alzheimer's, right, and I chose to quit my job doing HVAC work, being the sole priority, to come make sure my dad cool, but I'm on house arrest. I can go home and come here, but I can't go out with them to work. That's the dumbest shit in the world, right? That's the dumbest shit in the world. So if anything happened to my father while I'm out there on my parents, I'm suing y'all motherfuckers because y'all the ones fucking up. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, I'm just happy for my, you know, my family getting this Abel Ramos situation, and plus being the WBA Continental Champion, you know, it holds me down. But I gotta call you because, you know, I got a certain family member, you know, I've been trying to get on here, and it's just like, I don't, you know how people trying to make a nigga the black sheep when you the realest nigga out, and you know niggas be doing dickhead shit. And, like, I don't need y'all, nigga. I don't need you, bro. I'm a pop regardless. Know what I mean? And it's a whole bunch of other fighters out there. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm about to start giving these niggas $100 for 10 minutes. I got $10 for a minute. You dig me? It is what it is, you know. But once I get off house arrest, I will be at a lot of gyms. I promise y'all. And majority of these people that me and Santi, you're going to see me around these people. You know, you already see my son around him. He got a fight this Saturday. You know, he's trying to get the 144 for his second amateur. Now, not his second amateur fight being back. You know, he's working. He's working, and hopefully, you know, he get to turn pro soon. You know, you can turn pro at any age, but you know, when you start late, then you have some setbacks dealing with certain coaches. You know, the shit just be crazy. You know, but one thing I always teach him is learn right now. The Most High putting you through this so you can learn right now. And while you in the amateurs, you're gonna learn that certain fight. Because my son got robbed a couple of times, and I told him, I said, you gotta learn, son. He said, Dad, I ain't even worried about it. As long as I watch this video and I know I won, I won. And I told him, I said, sometimes when you go to certain people's gyms, it's like home field advantage. You gotta beat the system. And the only way to beat the system is never leave it into the judge's hands. Get a standing 8 count or 2, you'll be all right. Or you just knock the nigga the fuck out. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, you know. But at the end of the day, shout out to my son Naeem De Jesus, you know, back getting his work in, you know, about to turn pro suit, amateur record. Great, you know, there's a bunch of belts over there, you know, a bunch of 3-time champion. But he got majority of the other belts at his mom's career, you know. You know, he got all of the other belts. You know, I got one of the belts at my crib. He got the rest at his mom's crib. But these real champions, you know what I mean? You feel me? These real champions. You know, I always got to represent my son. You know what I mean? I always got to put my son out there because, you know, I'm his father. I got to do it. You know what I mean? I got to do it to hold my boy down and make sure, you know, he get the best things in life. You know, once he turned pro, you feel me? Golden Gun, Eastern Champ 2023. Like, the nigga was doing him. You know what I mean? A front line. This Edwin, this Edwin Sister Gym right here. This the gym my son went at Edwin Sister Gym. You heard me? At Edwin Sister Gym, Kingdom and shit of Frankfurt. This the joint my son won there. He became a champion there. You know, and it's all 2023. 2024, he had his little setback, a little minor setback. I guess I don't know. When I interview him, I'm gonna let him discuss it more. But he's back, fucking niggas up, man. That's all I can say. He looking real sharp. Yeah, I know. I'm always giving my baby boy some light, but I always tell him, you got to do your job too. You got to do your job too. And you're a boxer. You understand being a fan of certain fighters is be a fan of the sport. I take the heat for everything else. I don't give a fuck because I'm here to tell the truth and I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I'm here to tell the truth because shout out the round one sports, shout out the front line. People breaking it down. They breaking it down and showing there's a difference between a person vacating and a person being stripped. And the WBC didn't strip Shakur. He vacated the title. But one thing I liked about that whole situation and that interview yesterday was so good and so great that whatever Bud got going on with the WBC, Shakur, you have nothing to do with it. Why? Because to me, I'm just going by it, 126. What was Shakur's first title? He was already being backed by the WBC, if I'm lying. Let's keep it real. 126, 130, 135, it's just 140. You just happen to grab a top ranked title. You know what I mean? And that's the WBO. I'm just keeping it tall. Bud Crawford built a relationship with the WBO. You built a relationship with the WBC, the most prestigious belt in the game. So which means is even though when y'all both was at top rank, you probably still was making more money than Bud Crawford. Let's keep it real. People like, oh nigga, you tripping. No, I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, he got to keep grinding, and that's what I tell him to do. Right, like right now, he at the gym. Get at the gym, wash up, go to work, come back, get sleep, and do the same thing. But I'm proud of him. Just like I'm proud of my cousin. You know what I mean? Shout out. He got the Abel Ramos fight. He's the WBA Continental champion. And he's about to make it happen. Hopefully, he pulled that victory out. All content creators go with the narrative. We go against the grain. Yeah, we definitely built different. You feel me? Because Herb Legend, what up? Yeah, Keyshawn Roach a fire fight, but they Herb Legend. They didn't strip him. He vacated. That's what I'm saying. Bud coming like y'all creating a narrative which is false. Don't do that. Mauricio Suleiman posted. Go to WBC website and you will see he vacated. They never stripped him. They say it clear as day. Vacate, clear as day. Not strip, vacate. The world know. The day he stepped into that ring, we knew he was going to be stripped. We knew that, but he wasn't. And I heard that you get 15 days, but at the end of the day, let's keep it real. If they would have never stripped him, then everybody else y'all did dirty. You can't do that. It shows favoritism, even though it would have been, lit. But listen, bro, I'm gonna be real. One thing about the Prophet Muhammad said, he said, if a person calls somebody a kafir, a non-believer, the person that called that person a non-believer is really a non-believer because you don't know what's in that person's heart. We can't call people racist when we really don't know. You feel me? Like we know what racism is. You feel me? I mean, keep it real. You go to the county jail in Philadelphia, your own kind of racist. My own kind of racist. This is the realest shit I ever told y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. And the world should be glad that that shit is not on Shakur's situation. It's not on his record, him being stripped. The world should be glad. If you're a Shakur fan, you should be glad that it's a vacancy in his resume. Know what I mean? He wasn't stripped. And another thing is, right? If you didn't pay the sanctioning fees, that means you never fought for the title, right? I'm just saying though, right? If you never pay the sanctioning fee, that means you're not undisputed, right? A frontline, what you think? Herb, what you think? Gang, what you think? What do y'all think? I just want to know. If you don't pay the sanctioning fee, is you undisputed? Because the belt, just like they did to y'all, let's keep it real with the super shit. If you don't pay your sanctioning fee, is you undisputed? All I want to know. That's all I want to know. And people need to understand is, right, if you're a champion at a certain weight class, you automatically know that shit is right there. I post the contracts up. I post the California State Athletic Commission contract up. The state fee, listen, the fees, the body sanctioning fees is automatically there. When you went up to 140 to fight for the WBO, you represented the WBC champion. You're a WBC champ. You representing us. So 100K sanctioning fee ain't nothing. When you learn just by holding that title, know what I mean? But this is what I'm saying though. If you don't pay a sanctioning fee, you're not undisputed. You got to pay the sanctioning fee to become undisputed. That's what the world need to know. You understand me? This is what the world, fuck what everybody's saying. All you got to do, go back, watch Tio versus Lomachenko. At the end of the fight, when Tio won, they called him undisputed. Now, the point I'm getting to is, if you don't pay a sanctioning fee, you're not undisputed. You said, nah, listen, if Floyd proved that a long time ago, the only belt he had was the WBC. Make it make sense. The only belt Floyd fought for was that green belt. Make it, see, that's what I'm saying. People, please don't contradict yourselves, man. Floyd was the WBC champion. The only belt listen, when he became Money May, everything was WBC. Why? Because the WBC bring out the championship ring. Learn this shit. The WBC, listen, man. When you in the just being a WBC fighter, bro, you're grossing $500,000 to $5 million, man. Know what I mean? Just being a fighter, a champion, just go on there and look. Fuck what I'm saying. Go do the research. And when you come back, you're like, damn, Fat's cooking on this shit. Because it's real. You know, but the only thing I want to state is, if you don't pay a sanctioning fee, is you still undisputed. That means you wasn't never the champion. If you don't pay your sanctioning fee, that means you ain't the champion, right? I'm just saying, though. That's all I want to know. Because we can't talk about Floyd. Floyd was the WBC king that you see of, and then they went the Canelo route. You see Tank built it with, he tried to build it with the IBF, then built it with the WBA. Yeah, that was gonna mean shit because he didn't want them to beat his record. Simple. That's facts, frontline. That's facts. That's facts. Because the WBC Floyd cared about. All you gotta do is go watch that. That WBC, he loved it. See, this is the point I don't understand, right? See, back then it was different. That's what I'm saying. Now, I don't know, bro. Ever since these 17 weight classes came in 2000 and shit, bro, I don't know. They fucked the game up. You feel me? Like, if I'm a champion, let's say I'm fighting at 135, I'm a champion. Then I go up to 140, I'm going to still pay y'all that sanctioning fee, but damn, don't strip me because I'm coming back down. I just got an opportunity to make some more money. Like, the game fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But the only problem with this is, yo, stop looking at the WBC, man, because they didn't strip him. Y'all got to look at what Crawford and the WBC going through. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, the WBC, just go, listen, this is all I can tell y'all. Go read it. And you're going to hear the WBC say, these people, a certain billion-dollar entity coming to the sport of boxing, buy up all of the media, boxing media, just to create these false narratives. Y'all better understand. Boxing, because remember, he tried to buy a box rec. They told that nigga no. He became a solid partner in boxing, then he just ended up with the ring. This is facts. I did videos on this shit 2 years ago. This is a fucking fact, yo. Well, going on 2 years, you know what I mean? No, when he purchased the ring, I think it was like 24, the end of 23, that's when shit just started to change. You know what I mean? Once he grabbed, because listen, I tell people, when Oscar De La Hoya had the Ring magazine, who gave a fuck about the Ring magazine? Who cared about the ring belt when Oscar De La Hoya had it? Before Oscar had it, the prior owners, who give a fuck about it? Because in the 80s, nigga, I'm going to be real, nigga, in the 80s, early 90s, the Ring magazine, everything was wrestling. You seen Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, Virgil. You seen all of them niggas on the Ring magazine back then. It's a wrestling magazine. It just happened to take over all ring sports. You understand me? Then they realized boxing was popping, so they tried to go that route, and they created. People, please learn this shit, yo. Yeah, that's what it is. But listen, listen, hey, frontline, the point I'm getting to is Turkey and them, like the Ring magazine, right? It's the Ring magazine. You got boxing. It's a pyramid. You got all of these other shell companies, which is, let's say, showbiz. Showbiz get paid by them niggas. That's why when y'all go read the post on the WBC, you're gonna hear is majority all of these niggas that saying Shakur been stripped, all of them get a check from Turkey. If you don't get a check from Turkey, you get a check from Ish Henson, Ari Emanuel, Dana White. You get checks from these niggas. Know what I mean? A lot of these niggas is being paid to spread this false information. But when you go on the WBC website, it doesn't say Shakur was stripped. It say he vacated. Because the world would have knew Saturday night, once he got in that ring, he wasn't the WBC champion no more. That's all I'm saying, y'all. This shit is so WWE, yo. It's so WWE, man. It's so, listen, how the ring belt mean anything when it's worth shit? You only, it's a trophy. You only the champion in the Ring magazine eyes. Because if it was like that, that means Charlo right now is still the Ring magazine champion at 154. Why the fuck he not fighting for the title? Boot Simmons was the Ring mag. Listen, this is the shit I tell you, right? Shakur beat the shit out of Tio, right? But you can't put Shakur number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 if y'all never ranked the Tio number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and he had that title longer than Bam Rodriguez, Devin Haney, except for Usyk. So Usyk can be number 1, Tio can be number 2, because when he came up and beat Josh Taylor, he was a Ring magazine champion before Bam and anyway. So make this shit make sense, please. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You feel me, Frontline? Who ordered IBF or WBC? You never heard of IBF. The reason the IBF don't have issues because they respect the rehydration clause. You feel me? But at the end of the WBC is the most prestigious belt in the world. Nigga, you know once you get that shit, nigga, you making top dollars. Let's keep it real. This is the key thing people got to keep it real about, man. Just go back. Look at Canelo. Nigga, listen. You're a Floyd fan? You know Floyd only fought for that green belt. He ain't give a fuck about nothing else. Nothing else. Only when he retired, he started talking that dumb shit. You feel me? Because he knew Tank would have surpassed him. He knew that. He knew that. But the key thing is, I'm telling y'all, stop believing in these fucking shell companies that's creating narratives and lying, saying that a brother was stripped. Because if he was stripped, he would have got stripped Saturday as soon as he got into that ring. Let's keep it real, y'all. We synced it before. We synced this shit a lot of times. Damn right, Frontline, they the Rolls Royce of boxing. They the big dogs in boxing. The Ring magazine, I can't even say a Honda because you can fix that shit. The Ring magazine is the fucking neon. And remember back in the days, the Plymouth neons, that's what the Ring magazine is. Like you can't compare it to the WBC, man. You can't. Because if you, like, come on, man, you gotta stop that, man. Just look how they rank people. Just look how the Ring rank people. How the fuck Devin Haney just become a champion, a ring champion? He already ranked, but y'all never had boots up there. Y'all don't see the biasness? We said what makes the WBC? Bro, WBC fighters get 500K to 5 million per fight. Just go on their site and look. When you get that belt, you make top dollars. And the WBC, make sure you make them top dollars because you representing them. You representing them. Everybody know that. You represent them. Look at all of them other niggas that get titles, right? You don't see like they get paid, but they ain't getting paid like how niggas they got that green belt getting paid. It's right there, bro. Just go. Listen. You ain't listen. Hey, Beats, please, bro. Just go on there and do your research, bro. Stop. But the Ring don't pay no fucking body. That's how I know none of y'all niggas don't know about boxing because Bud Crawford made his biggest payday with Al Heyman. You can go look this shit up. Shout out to Punch. Punch even posted up. He made his biggest paycheck by Al Heyman. The back end money. So you think I'm gonna deal with Turkey or I'm gonna come give you $3 million to fight? Bro, why is y'all signing NDAs and you can't expose what you got paid? This is what the Muhammad Ali Act protects. So why you can't? For instance, people, Zuffa Boxing, they get 500 million per fight. And you pay them fighters that? Where that fucking money going at, bro? Where that fucking money going at? Zuffa Boxing get 500 million per fight. 500 million per fight. I put it up there. You can go check my live like 2 lives ago. It's there Thursday. Skydance Paramount pays Zuffa Boxing 500 million per fight. None of them fighters getting that fucking money. What fighter is getting the $1 million out of that 500 million? So the company keep it. Make it make sense to me. Zuf, the Ring Magazine, Turkey don't know shit about the back end. So you think I'm gonna come take, all right, if this shit sold out, I'm doing pay-per-view. So you want me to take $1 million, and I know I say fuck the million, I'm worried about the back end. This is what listen. No, his biggest payday wasn't Canelo, bro. It wasn't Canelo. Y'all going by with a listen, just go to Google and look the shit up your damn self. You understand me? It's a difference of getting a large lump sum and you making your money on the back end. When you go back and Google and look at, y'all gonna look at the sponsorship and all of that. And Bud going on places saying, nigga, you the one that sold your soul. That's why when he said, when he mentioned that selling his soul, and he looking at Canelo sold his soul to take a dive so they can try to make Bud Crawford something that they trying to turn Bud into a Floyd Mayweather. He can't. You're not a pay-per-view star. Top rank, fuck that ball up. Bud Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. They still got Keyshawn. They still got T.O. You still got Abdullah Mason. Create pay-per-view stars, but they don't. That's it. Y'all niggas don't even know about the lawsuit that happened in 2022. How Wilder won 70 million. He took the 70 million and he could have did that Devin Haney shit and got his old back. He said, no, just give me the 70 M's. Bro, they got 9 billion, bro. So every fight they produce, this is a fact. They got 9 billion. Was it frontline? Was it like 5 years, y'all? Whatever. They got 9 billion, right? Every fight they produce is a 5. Look, I posted up, bro. It's there. Go on my life. While you on the live, go down to like 2-3 lives. The shit there is day. It's clear as day. You know? That's what I'm saying. If y'all getting paid, why give all the fighters $1 million? Give them $1 million. Then when you give them $1 million, you give them financial literacy classes and teach these people how to invest and be better. You feel me? It's Shakur. That's lame ass fighting style. That was who they was trying to make Floyd. They never seen. Facts. Facts at D1. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I always tell people, man, listen, I respect everybody as a fighter. But once you see people trying to create like another Floyd or trying to make somebody better than Floyd, and you just look at the resume, you like, dang. You can't deny the accolades, but the resume speaks volume. And I always said it. Bud is a great fighter, but when he get into the Hall of Fame and get that gold jacket, you go into the Hall of Fame 3 times. I can't even say 3 times undisputed if you didn't pay your sanctioning fee. I'm just saying though, right? If you ain't pay your sanctioning fee, then you're not 3 times undisputed. I'm just saying though. You got to pay the sanctioning fee to become undisputed. Am I right or wrong? To hold the champion and say you undisputed, you got to pay that sanctioning fee, right? I'm just saying that. I don't know, but I ain't gonna label him 3 times undisputed how everybody else is. Then they come on here and create a narrative that Shakur was stripped, and the WBC tell you clear as day that he never was. He vacated. You know, he vacated. But you see the propaganda behind it. You see the propaganda behind it, man. You see that shit behind it, and it's sad. It's sad. It's sad, yo. It's sad. You know, just like Paulie. Like shout out to Paulie Marginati. But Paulie, you gotta stop a lot of the digging, broski. Like when Adrian Broner took your girl, I think him and Tank really ran a train on him. Because the way you hate that ball is crazy. Y'all niggas be talking about that man's resume, but everybody fighting his leftovers and his resume aging like fine wine. His resume aging like fine wine. We got to keep that shit tall. I be tired of people saying, oh, he ain't fight nobody. Shit, if he ain't fight nobody, then let's keep it tall. Tank ain't fight nobody, then all of these niggas right here ain't nobody. That means Jose Pedraza was a nobody, but everybody still fighting him. That means Liam Welsh was a nobody, but everybody still fighting him. At the time, Francisco Fonseca was a nobody, but people fighting him. Jesus Cravar, he was a nobody, but people fighting him. Hugo Rios, nobody, people fighting him. Ricardo Nunes, we just watch him get robbed. Beginning of the year. Ricardo's second half was putting that pain on that nigga. MVP. I say MVP. I like both of them. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You know, the woman hold MVP down. I don't listen. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If it was the old Madison Square Garden or the new Madison Square Garden, Brown and them had that shit lit the first time. Part 3, nobody ain't do that shit. We gonna keep that shit tall. Nobody ain't. What? The females did that? What? But you know, one thing about Zuffa though, they got Zuffa promotions too. You know, this is why I was breaking down people. Well, I was breaking down myself because I was trying to figure out is why all of these fighters are signing the Zuffa boxing, but Zuffa have a promotion. So you know, these fighters are still gonna stay in the body sanction. Hopefully, because that's what it looked like. You know, Jay Opataya just called out David Benavidez. You know, shout out to Conor Ben. Conor Ben told Opataya, he said, he called him a different name. He said, damn man, you and the Samoans trying to jump me and shit when we was kids. I was in his town. Like, bro, you come to my town, I'm gonna fuck you up. Facts. And Tank did it. None of these other niggas did it. But the point I'm breaking down, D1, all of these people is fighting his leftovers. That boy resume is heavy. Stop listening to Top Rank, y'all. Because I watched Paulie Malignaggi saying PBC make the best matchmaking. No, nigga, Top Rank does. Golden, they fight nobodies, nigga. They fight nobody. When Bud Crawford fought American was so out of his motherfucking prime. Make it make sense. Plus, in 2014, they were stablemates. Remember, American popped dirty when Bomac was his trainer. I'm just saying, though. Mira, papiski, papito bo, ven aquí, siéntate, cabrón. Mira, insecto, turkey, tu insecto, siéntate, cabrón. I'm gonna talk to you. Tu sabes, you understand? You need to hire us, nigga. You need to hire us. They get everything a fighter can need. Fact. Hey, D1, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But at the end of the day, yesterday, shout out to round one, shout out my brother Frontline, shout out Edwin. You know, everything that Edwin said in that live yesterday, it hits. It hits. And the thing I'm making is you see the person who has the problem. It's his big bro. It's his big bro. Don't bring him into this. Don't bring him into. And Shakur, you're a grown ass man. You still in the sport. He's not. Don't let him be the downfall of your career, bro. Cause you look good with that WBC. That red belt don't look right on you. That green belt do, nigga. That green belt do. Plus the relationship you built with him. Come on, man. Come on and come out and state the truth. Like, nah, man, I vacated. You know, they came down. They say, you know, it's only right because if you get to keep the title, which I would have paid the 100K, but even by paying the 100K, you got all of these other fighters that's going to probably protest and fill the petition. Like, well, y'all stripped me. Yeah, facts. Top Rank is by far the worst. He's a belt promoter. He uses those tickets to build those lame ass boxers up, and that's a fact. And the Top Rank favorite belt is the WBO, y'all. I keep trying to tell you, all you got to do, watch every Top Rank fighter when they come in the game. The first belt they win is the WBO. Shakur was a different monster. He came in with a WBC relationship. It's different, y'all. All the other niggas got the WBO. Shakur came in with the WBC. It's a difference. And another thing, man. We're gonna nip this shit in the bud, man. That boy always represented Puerto Rico. When he found out who his father was, that boy always represented Puerto Rico. That nigga even came to the ring with a flag on. I remember that shit, but I had to go back and do my research. I was thinking the same thing, D. I was thinking the same thing. Ice water on his ass. Ice water told him, nigga, ain't gonna be no whips this fight, nigga. The whip you was smoking, nigga, I'm gonna whoop your ass. No whip. Shout out Ice Water. No, but that'll be a great fight. But I'm gonna keep it real, man. Shakur, he look good at that weight class, man. I'm happy he fighting in his true weight class. And I'm gonna keep it tall. I don't care. People probably say, nigga, you crazy. Shakur whooped Devin Haney ass. I don't know. I just got it. It's gonna be the battle of the pillow fist, but I got Shakur beating Dev. You know, I got Shakur beating Dev. It's just, you know, I'm glad Shakur exposed it on Cigar Talk how the rehydration clause be. Nobody asked for one because certain fighters will come over the weight limit and shit. But that's why, you know, every body sanction need to respect their rehydration clause. Shout out to the IBF who respect theirs, you know. Respect your rehydration clause. And his own fact is gonna be for WBO. But him and Dev, that'll be a good fight. But I think Key gonna get the fight. That's gonna be a sleeping banger. That's gonna be a banger. Devin Haney, Keyshawn gonna be a banger. And the reason I state that because Jermaine Ortiz had moments. I thought Jermaine took the dive. Jermaine took the dive. They probably say, "Mira, Bori, $1 million, you take the dive." Just like remember, shout out to Domi, Louis Cesar. This motherfucker, man, this motherfucker, he was beating the dog shit out of Madrimal. 12th round, this nigga ain't come out and throw no fight. Eddie Hearn probably said, "Yo, nigga, I'm gonna give you $1 million." And all Cesar thought like, kilo. Know what I mean? Like, damn, nigga, Lewis is whooping Madrimal fast. I keep telling you, Madrimal is not that. So Madrimal's eye was fucked up, tearing that shit up. Domi was tearing that shit up. Feel me? All Hulk on Pollo, Bichuela, Platano, everybody. He was beating. We threw the nigga, bro. That nigga threw the whole kitchen at that motherfucker and just ended up taking that dive. I was mad as shit because he looked good beating Madrimal fast. Rolly and Keyshawn, that'd be a good see. A lot beats. A lot of people sleeping on Rolly now. Cause I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it tall. I think Kia beat him. But right now, just seeing Rolly with the Cubans, that ball footwork, that nigga surprised me when I seen him shout. Oh, fuck Rolly, where the fuck you learned this? He's a Latino. You gotta do dance merengue, salsa, bachata. You're gonna have one of the greatest footworks in the game. You understand me? You ain't gotta do no ballerina shit, salsa, merengue, all that shit. Your footwork gonna be on a triple beam. You know what I mean? But that fight would be good. That fight would be good. It'd be excellent. Definitely be excellent. Who y'all got winning out of the Gary Antoine Russell and Andy in the Andy fight? It's going to be a good fight. Even though Ryan and Barrios' whole card lit, it's going to be a great fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna call it fight of the night, and that's gonna be Frank Martin and Nair Albright. That's gonna be a crazy fight, y'all. It's gonna be a crazy fight, and I'm not saying because Albright from, he from Philly, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that because he gave Key a run for his money. Frank Martin coming off that knockout, and if Frank Martin can knock out Nair Albright, something that Keyshawn couldn't do, something that remember Nair exposed Keyshawn, and they fight became a no contest. Remember, but if he tests positive for weed, why he ain't test positive the first week before the fight? You understand me? In the world, no Ryan was smoking weed during the Devin fight, so why it ain't no marijuana in his system? That's all I'm saying, though. But that fight that started off is going to be a great fight. But this Saturday, hopefully the heartbreaker really come. We get the Brandon Figueroa. We get the true Brandon Figueroa. We get the true Brandon Figueroa. Hopefully, Nick Ball. He always remind me of the European pit bull. I don't know why. When I seen him fight Ray Savage, I thought Ray Savage won, but I already knew. Listen, y'all. When they fought, it's the first thing I said. I said every champion that's going over there is going to get robbed. Why? Because they're going to try to take all of the titles from every American fighter and build upon them. And at that time, Saudi Arabia, who was the boxing commission? The Brits. You in a whole different motherfucking country, a whole different continent. And you motherfuckers is still what? The boxing commission? Make it make sense. That's all I say. That's all I got. That's the only thing I have about this problem, And once I seen that, and I started seeing all these cards stacked up, that's the first thing I said, yo. They're trying to make it the fall of American boxing. Then they're gonna lie and say they put on all of the big fights when they never did. We never got Canelo versus Benavidez. We never got Bud versus Boots. Nigga, we still not getting Virgil versus Boots. We never got Bud versus Charlo. We never got Shakur versus Tank, Devin versus Tank. We could have got Devin versus Tank, but Tank exposed them niggas. Well, if you want me to fight, send me 2 Ferraris. You say you giving out that money, well, send me 2 Ferraris. But you call a person bluff, and you can tell that they bringing communism to boxing because they not. And they force you to try to take, fuck the back end money. They force you to try to take the upfront money. And you can say, nah, nigga, all right, you trying to give me $8 million up front? I don't want that. I'm gonna take the $2 million and I'm gonna gamble myself on the back end. Why? Because the back end bring you 20, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25 million, 30 million fucking dollars. The back end brings you. That's why a lot of PBC fighters became multi-millionaires. You understand me? Because Al Heyman made sure all of them niggas eat on the back end. Don't believe me? Ask Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford said it himself. He said, I wanted the lump sum. Al said, trust me, bro. Fuck this lump sum. Take this and watch the back end. When he came into that room and gave me my check, shit was different. He made the biggest payday in his life fighting Spence. The back end money means everything, y'all. But you got these people like Zuffa. You don't get no money off the gate. You don't get no money off the streams. You don't get no money off nothing. But at the end of the day, once your contract up, they own your name. This shit is crazy. Just go to the Guardian. The Guardian just posted it. It was Monday. Monday they posted it, and they post the whole Zuffa contract. And when y'all read that contract, y'all want to be mad as shit. And that's why I'm understanding the people that signed to them. I don't know how the promotion is. You feel me? So hopefully the promotion is just is nothing like Zuffa boxing. That's all I'm saying. But Dana White contradicted himself. I'm not dealing with nobody, but you still deal with them. Come on, y'all. Why attack the Muhammad Ali Act? That's all I'm saying is. And one thing about Floyd, because you in debt, $340 million, don't try to sue the dumb niggas for $340 million because of your problem. You never should have choked with that white ball. White ball got you spending all of this dumb ass money and scamming your ass. Now look. If it was a problem with PBC, Showtime, Al Heyman, Espinoza, and all them niggas, the day Floyd retired, he would have sued them, but he kept doing business with them. Floyd, this is what you got to understand. It's Mayweather Promotion, PBC, Showtime. PBC and Showtime got to make motherfucking money. You understand me? This is why, listen, I ain't gonna lie, this is why Zuffa probably doing what the fuck they does. Like, all right, y'all fighters ain't gonna fucking sue me. I'm gonna make you sign this contract, and this is what it is. Yeah. Hey, Beach, go look it up. Yeah. The Guardian put that shit out. I was like, wow. It's like WWE. No, Nick Khan part of the Zuffa shit. It's like WWE. You don't own your name, nothing. Frontline hit that shit right on the money. Dana making them niggas sign a soul away. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And like Jao Opataya, you call out David Benavidez. You think Benavidez gonna fight you over there at Zuffa? Y'all probably gonna have to pay that nigga hundreds and hundreds of $1 million to get that fight. Know what I mean? Should have brought my lighter down. You know? But yesterday, we tightened up on all of this shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Round One Sports. Shout out my guy Frontline, Edwin, on the Shakur situation. Like I said, I'm gonna always bring it up because that was a great interview yesterday. And we got into a lot of detail. I just came in here and gave y'all the details that, backing what I said and Frontline said, and we not following the narratives. We fighting the system because when you look at it, Shakur vacated his title. He wasn't stripped, and that's what we bring into the world. We bring it to the world. Yeah, we bringing it to the world. And another thing. Is if they get away with this, what else you think they're getting away with? Especially these paydays. The paydays is crazy. If you giving these niggas this type of payday and y'all really making $500 million per fight, it's sad, bro. It's sad. At least all on fight. You can listen, out of that $500 million per fight, you can take out $10 million and give every fighter $1 million and just put them through a class and teach them how to invest. That's what I was doing, And people think I be tripping. No, I know that. Nigga, Danny from Philly. Nigga, Danny keep it. Nigga, Al took care of him. That boy rich. Al took care of him. He got multiple properties here, Jersey, Florida. I'll take care of his fighters. You know what I mean? I had a family member. You know what I mean? No, I don't really like to say it on live until I get the interview from him and I'll let him expose it. But shit, when Turkey first started, the niggas was paying in Bitcoin. I thought that shit was fake. I remember it came out. I thought it was fake. I remember Punch stated it, right? So me, I ain't shoot off the hip. So now I'm like, no, that's what Punch saying. So I'm a contact cousin. So when I go to my brother's house, my niece and shit, her dude did famous fighter, champion, etc. Signed the matchroom and shit. Exposed Williams Cepeda, exposed Raymond Martelia. You know who I'm talking about. And I asked him certain questions. He was like, "Yeah, we get paid Bitcoin." I was like, wow, okay. And from there, now, man, I don't think they paid properly, man. I don't even think they being overpaid. They going in there and risking their lives. So since you risking your life, bro, you like pay these brothers. And another thing, it's too much. Like I say, when there's too much marinating, there's too much saturation. And the saturation is we're not getting the fights that we want, and the fights we want, y'all marinating the shit. So we will never get that fight. Then the fight that y'all marinate so much, a person to end up having a loss, then we don't want to see that shit again. You feel me? But another thing is like Bachram. This is the Devin Haney era. Bachram trying to, it's a 10-10. Hey, Bachram, before your ass ever started boxing in the 80s and 90s, the first round used to be a 10-10 round. So they had to break it down and give you a 10-9. Let's keep it tall. So keep your dumb ass still, nigga. Keep your dumb ass still, nigga. You got your ass whipped. You lost. We seen you. And the world seen it. And Frontline even broke it down. Shout out my brother Frontline. Like, every time we seen Bachram in there with a person with footwork, he always went the distance and got exposed. And Josh did it, nigga. Josh pulled it off and did it. You had that knockdown in the ninth, but Josh made that shit look like how it went. No, you ain't had no rematch clause, so hey, you fucked that up. And I know a lot of fighters, back in the day, he was a champion. You get a rematch clause, all this and that. Now, I don't know what the fuck going on. But they probably don't bring in no type of revenue, so that's why it's probably no rematch clauses. Like a better performance. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna get this lighter. My apologies, y'all. I had to grab my lighter. I had to grab this motherfucking lighter. About to do this work. You know what I mean? My apologies. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Williams Cepeda, the gold champion, the gold WBC champion right now. So hopefully, we get to say, look, Javier and Cepeda fight. Hopefully, for the WBC title, or unless they upgrade him. Because we see and Billy upgraded. And this is another thing, right? Bud Crawford hate the WBC so much, which I don't believe Bud hate him. I believe. He's probably just being I can't even say in the puppet. He just probably playing his part and promised people that he would do this. Hey, work is more than what you bring in. Is Xander gonna beat the dog shit out of him? Hey, Beach, you see what you said? And that's why I'm talking about this Floyd situation. Floyd, how people rob you for millions when your promotional company, the people you sign to, always got to make a couple dollars more than you, bro. It's their business, it's their money. Those are the people that purchasing the arenas, the pay-per-view. They got to pay the guy get the pay-per-view. They got they got to pay everything. The promotion, marketing, everything. You're not doing shit, plus you getting paid. Like, of course, they got to make more money than you. If you go to work every day and punching on the clock, same shit, bro. But Dev, you the WBO champion, nigga. Come up to 154. Come up. You think that boy fool? Come on up. And you can't dictate nothing. You can't dictate nothing. In the fight in Puerto Rico, nigga, you can't dictate nothing. This is my division, nigga. I run 154 right now, nigga. I call the shots. Xander called the shots. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Xander called the shots right now. The top dog at 154. Now we know Charlo is still the Ring Magazine champ that I know of because nobody took it from him, whatever. But at the end of the day, Xander won the WBO, won the WBA. Know what I mean? It wasn't no email, nothing. That nigga run 154. He's the king of 154 right now. So everything goes through Xander. We're not going to do it. Everything goes through Xander. The A side, Xander. Straight like that. And wherever you got to go to Puerto Rico and fight him. Xander, niggas got it. Nigga, you the one that dictate 154. Everything come your way. That's it. I'm the real winner. I'm the real winner. WBO, WBA. I'm the real winner. When Virgil said, when Virgil was lying about the boot shit, then Xander came up on a Sunday, nigga, I'll fight you. That nigga already had a fight. He was already fighting Madrimov. You understand me? That's one thing. See, in 2023, from 2024 on down, from Shakur, Devin, Virgil, you always had to mention Tank or Boot's name to promote a fight. And then when the opportunity comes, now you see what happens. You feel me? I watch, that's why I say people have changed the narrative. They have changed the goalposts for certain people. If you're a promoter try to get you a 60-40 fight, but you want to sue him because you want a 50-50 fight, who ducking? If I'm giving you 60-40 and they wanting to take it, but you want to sue me because you want a 50-50 fight, make the shit make. Who's the duck? My fighter. Dab is not that. Hey, Ice. Hey, Ice, Dev cool, but Dev ain't that, man. I keep telling y'all, man, he not. The shit he pulled off, he not. He got the heart. Don't get me wrong, Dev got the heart to fight anybody. But him being that, bro, I'm telling you, if Brian Norman Jr. never got knocked down, who won that fight? Don't say Dev. Because soon Dev got that, soon he dropped him, he ain't even hit him hard because the world know Brian Norman chinny in the first 3 rounds. Then the world knows Devin Haney is chinny in the second half. Soon he got that knockdown. What did Devin do? Jab, jab, clinch. Devin didn't clinch Haney. He kept clinching the whole fight. And then he ain't changed nothing. Because when he sit back, he throwing that bow and arrow jab, nigga. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. I'm going to keep my chin tucked, hands up. Boom, 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 boom. Bring that shit right back. It's the key thing. Rolly whooped Ryan ass. He kept that bitch glued to his jaw. That jab. But one thing about Devin, the first half of the fight, his jab is there. But once the 5th round come, he abandoned. I know these niggas. I read these niggas. I will whoop they ass. I will whoop they ass, bro. I always said I'm the only nigga that I will whoop Mayweather ass, bro. Shakur fight tall. If he bend his knee, he only going to bend the back knee. Top of that, you're right-handed. You're right-handed, and you leading with your right hand. Bro, listen, you gonna come, I'm gonna stand southpaw with you, I'm gonna catch it, boom, I'm gonna hit right here, nigga, I'm gonna hit right here, boom, boom. So when I hit right here, coming right here, then right with that uppercut, your pigment, your fucking pigment, your body, the biggest organ in your body, the pigment, your skin. I'm gonna hit this, and every time I get it, I'm hitting all arms, shoulders, all that shit. So every time you trying to block, I'm not going, nigga, I'm gonna hit your elbow into your motherfucking liver and kidney, nigga. I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you. Brandon Wilder, what up? I'm gonna beat their ass, Brandon, you feel me? I'm punching shoulders, hips, and I'm putting your elbow into your kidney, nigga. I'm doing all that, nigga. Now you got me fucked up. That's why I be looking at these fighters. Bro, there's a difference, right? You look at these fighters, you be like, y'all niggas gassed out. Nigga, I can play 10 games of baseball, 20 games of basketball, 30 games of football, go slap box, play handball, jump in the pool, and I'm still not tired, nigga. But y'all niggas is gassed out. It's different. It's one thing about these fighters, they gas too quick. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Listen, the first half. Listen, after the second round, you seen Norman got his feet. He got under his feet, and what happened? Kept pushing, and Devin kept clutching. If you, like I always say, if you take the knockout out, who won the fight? I mean, the knockout. You take the knockdown out. You take that second round knockdown out. Who won the fight? Kept clutching. But one thing I'm gonna say about Haney, Haney got the heart. He always had the heart, and I'm gonna always say it. Out of everybody, he was the smartest. Why? Because he came in the game with his own promotion. You feel me? So when a fighter coming like that and he got a good name, you're gonna apply in the bid by, oh, that's Devin Haney. Sorry, come on, Top. That's what, remember Devin Haney told Brian, nigga, I know Top Rank. They make the best matchmaking. I dealt with them niggas over there. I got money with them niggas over there. You understand? And it just made it more easy. So let's keep it real. The niggas he was fighting over there, niggas was fooled. You know what I mean, some fights they look good, and some people will go in there and make them niggas look like the average motherfuckers. And you gotta respect that. So Devin Haney, like I'm gonna keep it real. He got the heart. He can fight, like. But the Loma, I thought he beat Loma. A lot of people said, "Oh, Loma won." I'm like, nah, Dev won that fight. I don't know what y'all talking about. You just watched the first 5 rounds. It just stealing 5 rounds, the first 5 rounds, and you stole 2 more, nigga. It's 7-5 if you want to put it. You know what I mean? But I thought it was like 8-4. I gave him 8-4. I ain't give it 7-5. I gave Dev 8-4 in that Loma fight. But his jab is perfecto. But second half, he let it go. And Devin Haney, you keep Mickey Bay by your motherfucking side, nigga. You feel me? It's only facts. You gotta know. That's one thing I can get to Dev, but you barking up that wrong tree, bro. You barking up that wrong tree. And you the WBO champion at 147. Come. You're welcome. Come. But at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, Xander called out Virgil. Virgil, you got the opportunity. You got to come to Puerto Rico. We not taking that shit to Las Vegas. No, come to Puerto Rico, nigga. No Tim Cheatham. No motherfucking, what's his name, Max DeLuca. No Dave Moretti. No Steve Weisfeld. We don't want none of them judges that got relationships with Devin Haney, Turkey, and them niggas. We want our own nigga. The judge is going to be me, Frontline, Edwin, D1. I put my nigga Beats in there. My nigga Santos. We the judges. We judges. We announcing that shit. Real rap. We need some real shit. You understand me? We need some real shit. And we're gonna watch it 0.5 speed. So when the first round over, we watching it. So when the first round over, we watching this. When the second round over, we watching it in the 0.5 speed. You hear me? It's fact. They got same skill. Same skill. And I'm gonna keep it real. Like gassing a little teeny bit, they got the same type of engine. They got this. I peeped that. Because in the Boss Baru fight, in the fight before that, when Xander became the WBO, I just seen by like the 10th or 11th round, unless he's taking off, but he'll get a little gas, a little teeny bit. And Devin the same way. Devin the same way. Like I said, it'll be a good fight for both fighters. That shit'll be a banger. It'll be a banger. But you gotta be mindful. Xander can punch. Get that Puerto Rican boy fucked up. That nigga can punch. Yo, Latinos can punch, man. Latinos can punch. And the problem is, you're going up against yourself. That's how it's going to look. When both of them brothers get in the ring, they're going to be like, damn, yo, it's a mirror match. It's just our stances is different. We're going to gas around the same time. We're going to have the same punch output. One of our jabs is going to be tremendous, or both just going to be. That'll be a great fight. But I got Xander becoming victorious. That won't get dropped. It already happened. We've seen it multiple times in the Ryan fight. So the Xander fight there, or we're going to get the Keyshawn fight? Or are you just going to chill and give us the unification between Ryan and Barrios? That's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep it real. Paper-wise, and what we seen before, we thought Tio was going to match Shakur. But bro, this is how you whoop a nigga ass, man. That boy looked like he was in because I always said it. The Shakur from 126 and 130, we never got that Shakur at 135. But we got that nigga at 140. So it shows, nigga, 140 stay there, bro. This is the Shakur I like to see. I personally, I know Shakur ain't going. He ain't gonna knock nobody out because he's not like he'll listen to his corner. Like, but if he was like the Zepeda fight, if he was to listen to his grandfather, he would have knocked Zepeda out. He would have dropped him because we watched Tevin do it, and we watched Shakur have great success in the middle of the ring, pushing his head back and everything. But when you really, really watch the fight with the mute down, I'm talking about no bias commentary, or shout out to my brother Santos 0.5 speed, you will see William Zepeda win that fight. William Zepeda forced Shakur to fight his fight. Shakur ain't wanted to fight that fight. He forced him to. Why? Because he tried to, all right, I'm going to listen because y'all talking this Tom and Jerry shit. So, I'm going to hold my brother down. You feel me? Yeah. I hope he do take the riot fight. But, all them niggas still with that PED scandal shit with, bro, Victor Conte is the king of PEDs, nigga. How you, like Bud, right? I watched Bud told Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao was a cheater. He was on PEDs. Well, nigga, the same nigga Manny Pacquiao was fucking with, you fucking with Victor Conte. So make it make sense. And you only fight once a year. Like, come on, we're not gonna do that. And then in 2014, remember, your coach in American, your whole camp, at that time, you're all pop positive for PEDs. Just keep it real. When Victor Conte came out with Vada, he fed what? Robert Garcia whole camp was popping dirty in 2014, 2013, 2014. That nigga whole camp was popping dirty. And that's a motherfucking fact. That's a fact. That's why I tell people like now you can't put PEDs. Ostarine is so 1990, y'all. That shit with Barry Bonds. Nigga, listen, Ostarine, fuck. Listen, this is real shit. This is real shit. What's my nigga name? Say, bro, I had door slam. I know that ain't the law. You understand? But what's my brother name? Sammy Sosa. Victor Conte fucked Sammy Sosa life up so bad that nigga became light skinned. My nigga became light skinned. Real rap. Victor Conte fucked Sammy Sosa up so bad that Ostarine fucked him up so bad nigga became light skinned. That's about some shit. You understand me? I'm just keeping it tall, man. I'm just keeping it tall, man. You know what I mean? But I appreciate everybody that pulled up on me, about to run through this joint in a little bit, later on tonight, if you can, y'all can, around 7:30ish, shout out my brother Frontline, pull up on Frontline, we always be over there cooking up too, around One Sports, around 7:30ish, So, morning time, I always come here and cook up in the morning time. And then, I shoot over there at 7:30, we building a community, we building a boxing community. And all of us that's building, we here together. So if you do it live, holler at me. Let me know, yo, I'm gonna do it live and I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna subscribe, all that shit. Facebook, you can send me a message on Facebook, All Facts, No Opinion Sports Podcast. Instagram, you can send me a DM. I'll send you Instagram. On Instagram, my shit is Louis13, LOUIEONN3. Plus, I got another channel, I rap, make beats and shit, but my setback was always prison, always prison. But majority of the rap niggas you see in the Philadelphia, when they have a bunch of Spanish niggas in their videos or half black and half Spanish niggas in their videos, when they come down Kensington, but they come down to the Badlands, you come down where I'm at down Kensington, majority nigga, we did. My little cousins, my homies, young niggas from the block, all that shit, But yeah, get at me. You like to make you make beats. I make beats. I sell them. We can do music, but like this sport and shit right here. But I love boxing and football. So I had to create one. I had to create one because I hate when people create false narratives and tell lies. And I'm gonna be real. When I created this shit, man, I just was, on some people helmet, and I've been getting strikes like crazy. But we still growing. A million views a month. And we doing the numbers, But at the end of the day, It's all facts, no opinion sport podcast. I don't let nothing marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything's saucy. You understand me? And we not the type that block people for the opinions we talk about. And that's a fact. Shout out my brother Frontline. You understand me? We just staying tall. For instance, y'all heard it yesterday. First, shout out Frontline, shout out Round One. We the first. Because a lot of people try to, yo, you this and that. No, niggas ain't put out no narrative. It's y'all niggas that's creating a narrative because he never was stripped. He vacated. You know, and y'all just going off a narrative of what a person posts. At the end of the day, I bet you Shakur ain't post that. I bet you his PR guy did. Who I got in the Super Bowl? I'm gonna keep it tall. I think they might give it to the Seahawks. And the reason I say that, because the last time these two brothers saw each other in the Super Bowl, Russell Wilson did the dumbest shit in the world at the 1 yard line. And I got a feeling they probably give the Seahawks the Super Bowl, but they both look good, man. They both look good. But I don't know. I just got a gut feeling the Seahawks probably take it, But long as David the Ball May win AP of the year, I get some money. You know what I mean? I get some money, but I don't know. I think the Seahawks might take that front line. I don't know. I just got a funny feeling. Just because they last meeting, I got a funny feeling they're gonna take that shit. I just got a funny feeling. What? I got a funny feeling they're gonna take that shit. Because the fans sitting there, they remember. They remember last time he was here, nigga, we was at the 1 yard line and this motherfucker threw the ball. He threw the ball. You got beast mode right there. Marshawn Lynch right behind you. If I'm not mistaken, it was like first and goal. All you had to do was here. You at the 1. Beast mode would have jumped over them niggas. He would have leaped over them, straight hurdle. Game over. This motherfucker throw the ball. And if I'm not mistaken, Ty Law intercepted. How you throw the ball and the nigga Law got? Hey, come on, man. That's why I say I don't know. I think the Seahawks might pull this situation off. The Sixers, they just worry about luxury tax. You know what I mean? Even though they got under the cap, but damn, nigga, we thinking y'all Giannis coming. We thinking somebody coming. Man, it's a fire. All them niggas. Fire the nigga that own the Sixers, Josh Harris, Dan Marty, nigga. You acting like the old nigga we had. The nigga, what's his name? Billy King. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. This shit crazy out here, man. This shit crazy. Paul George suspended for 25. That nigga, Vada booked him. Paul George got found. They found PEDs in that nigga's system. Vada testing. This about some shit. I know they ain't got Vada testing in basketball. I know the fuck they don't got Vada testing in basketball. This nigga got found. He's suspended for 25 games for PEDs. This is bullshit. Know what I mean? But the only good thing is he can rest his nut ass. You feel me? Come back postseason and ball out. Give us the PG in Indiana, nigga. That's the PG we want. We want the PG and Indy from Indiana, nigga. If you can bring him out throughout these motherfuckers, throughout the postseason, we good. B, sit your dumb ass down right now and heal them knees, my nigga. Or not, when you get on that draw, nigga, you better put some copper motherfucking knee bandages on. Now I mean, you put the copper jaws on with some tape under. Now I mean. You know how the niggas be putting tape on skin, nigga put tape on knee, nigga put tape on knee with the copper motherfucking knee brace. Nigga, nobody can beat a beat, nigga. And stop shooting threes, motherfucker. Be the big man. Be the big man. And then another thing, Nick Nurse, fuck all this shit. Whoever open, take the shot. Not, nigga, you pass it to a nigga, a B guard that got 3 niggas on him and he got it. No, nigga, if you open, take the shot. And the key thing is fuck threes, drive in the paint. Drive in the paint. All of this point center shit be corny. That's why I don't like basketball no more. Too many point centers, nigga. You tall as shit. Trying to cross a nigga. Oh, nigga, Wimby hit a dookie jaw. You watch the Wimby crit. Nigga, I will whoop Wimby ass in basketball, nigga. Fighting basketball, I will fuck Wimby up. Real rap, nigga. Hit the tank on that. Hit the tank on the nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I hit the tank on the nigga. Real rap. I hit the ankle tank on the nigga. Real rap. I hit the tank on the nigga. You got me fucked up. Nah, man. Porzingis over there in Golden State. No, that's kind of cool, but no, Cooper Flag, man. I'm glad we didn't get his ass. I'm glad we got VJ, but I'm mad we got rid of Jared McCain. Why? Why the fuck you got rid of Jerry McCain? Listen, remember I told y'all this. Watch McCain go over there to Golden State and tear these niggas and he gonna tear them up. Watch. That boy nice. Maxie, McCain, VJ. Oh my God. Then you got a B to play the 5, right? But all you had to do is put Bromy in. You use Bromy in the 4 for body. You use the big guy for body. Bring Bono body. You put a beat and Drummond in at the same time. We got 2 Twin Towers. You use one for the body and one to grab. So if you know a beat, ankle, knees kind of touch, come on, Drake, bring it in. Come on, Booney, bring it in. Know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we still got Kelly Oubre. You still got Quentin Grimes. Like, nigga, we lit. But the only reason we ain't winning because there's no team ball. It's like, oh, we got the big 3 here. As long as the big 3 get 20, know what I mean, 20 and 10 or 20 and 4, etc. That's all it's about. Worry about the bench scoring too. As long as the bench can put up double digits apiece, each person on the bench. Damn, so much on. Let me get up out of here, y'all. My apologies. I don't know. It's like they zapping my shit right now, y'all. So I apologize. Y'all just got zapped. My apologies, but be out of here, man.
Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot.